This week's episode is about Advent hope. I'm Rachael Keefe, and this is Monday's Muse. This week is the beginning of Advent. Traditionally, the first week in Advent is all about hope. At Living Table this year, we're doing something a little different. We're taking a break from the lectionary and looking at the angel visits of the Christmas story. And this week's story is about when Gabriel visited Zechariah. This is not usually part of the Christmas story we see in pageants or read in church. But when Gabriel visited Zechariah, it was to tell him that his wife Elizabeth was going to have a son, even though she was getting on in years. And Zechariah did not really believe this could happen. And when he questioned Gabriel, Gabriel literally silenced him. And Zechariah remained unable to speak until John the Baptist was born. And that might not sound a terribly hopeful story. And yet, think about what happens when we are quiet. Think about what happens when we intentionally still ourselves. And then we are able to hear what is happening around us. We can listen better. We can see better. And what's more important, when we become still, we are much more likely to hear God's voice. I often wonder what it would be like for Zechariah. Did he hear God speak to him more fully in his own silence? Was he able to better see how God was acting in the world around him when he wasn't always focused on his next word? So for us, to find some hope in this Advent season, to find hope in a world that is full of chaos and violence and concern, to be still, to listen, to watch, to wait for how God is going to break into the world yet again. So let us all find some hope in our stillness. Not Morgan, but the rest of us. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.